I love World War II. Yes, sound long. Okay, let's try this again. I love stories, video games, movies, and all media related to the period from 1939 to 1945. Much better. Oh, and I also love watches. That is a given since this channel is all about them. So when you combine these two passions, you get World War II watches. And I think there are no watches that are more popular than Dirty Dozen. Now, a quick history check. War was nearing its end, and in 1945, British Ministry of Defense wanted better watches for the troops, so they hired a bunch of local watchmakers. Just kidding, they told Swiss guys, make us shockproof, waterproof, bullshit-proof, and accurate watches to be labeled WWW. Not for World Wide Web, but for wristwatch waterproof. 13 companies answered the call, but any car dropped the ball, so yeah, good thing because Dirty Dozen sounds much better than Filthy 13. The watches had some common characteristics like black dial, small seconds, Arabic numerals, railroad minute track, some lume, and a crystal that won't crack easily. But the nickname wasn't really a thing until the movie with the same name showed up in 1967. Nowadays, these watches are very popular with collectors as the prices are always increasing and it's hard to find original World War II pieces in good condition that have not been modified or meddled with in some way or another. From the original company, only Timor and Vertex did reissues, and since those are also out of my budget, I turned to Google and found my Chinese Dirty Dozen, made by Baltany. Baltany D12. There are a few colors and straps, options, whatnot, quartz or automatic. At first, I wanted to get the classic black one for some authenticity, but I just couldn't resist this brown beauty. But the color is not the only thing that is unlike the OG Dirty Dozen, so let's get to the specs. Case is 316L, stainless steel of course, diameter is 39mm, thickness is 12mm, glass included, and lug to lug is 46mm. So, unlike the original dozens, Dirty Dozens, this one boasts somewhat larger dimensions, but for me that is not a deal breaker. Lug width is 20mm, that is always good news. Water resistance is 100 meters with case back and crown that screw. Crystal is sapphire with apparently some anti-reflective coating. They have a tiny date at 6 o'clock. The movement is Seagull ST1731. Automatic with power reserve of 38 hours, but guess what? No hacking seconds. The whole point of World War II military watches was so that fellow soldiers can synchronize their watches. So if you wanted to play pretend being a World War II paratrooper, you will have to look elsewhere or get the quartz version. Precision of this movement can vary from plus 25 to minus 32 seconds per day. Mine is behaving well and I didn't notice any issues so far. While the black is the way to go if you want more authentic looking Dirty Dozen watch, this brown dial is beautiful. So no regrets there. Finishing on the case is extremely well for what is essentially a field watch. Size wise for my 7-inch wrist, this watch looks right at home. The show stealer is this dial, and they did a great job at separating and at the same time blending in the small second sub-register. Another thing that I think is done tastefully, I guess, is this date window at 6 o'clock. I only wish the date wheel color matches the lighter shade of the dial. Also, the number is not perfectly centered on my piece, but I can live with that. The watch is legible and looks awesome in direct sunlight. The crown is grippy and not too big or too small, and the strap is fine when it comes to comfort and matches the dial, I guess, well. Oh, did I forget to mention that this watch cost me just 100 euros on AliExpress. I keep forgetting that since this watch definitely looks much more expensive than the price tag would suggest. Now, brown strap, brown dial, okay. But let's see some more options. Pros and cons. Pros, it's good looking. Finishing is great for the price. Price is great for the value. Cons. Brown may not be the most versatile color if you plan to only wear this watch. That's the only reason I don't grab it as much as I would like to. No hacking. Yeah. Dated 6 should have matching color wheel, date wheel. So if you don't want to dish out big cash on real dirty dozen and baby it afterwards, this Baltany is a solid option. I rate it 8 out of 12 dirty.